So you think your collection is cool, and then PokeRadar drops his collection video, and it puts you to shame. So I collect, and I kind of feel my own collection is kind of niche and kind of cool, kind of interesting. And then you see PokeRadar doing his collection walkthrough, and you're just like, whole other level that you can't even fathom to begin to have. Now, I know collectors who buy the big cards, the Moonbryon, the the PSA 10 Van Gogh Pikachu, the mass-produced but highly expensive cards. And I know they collect that stuff, and I have one or two, right? I don't chase it. I know that there's PSA 10 collectors, and they'll have all of the alt arts in PSA 10. That is nice. It's value collecting, right? But to me, I like to collect more unique things. And if you've seen any of my collection videos, I'm more about the things that I think are cool or rare. And I encourage you to also sort of collect in that way. Look for things that they're not the mass-produced, they're not the most heavily common mass-produced expensive things. Look for things that you like. Now, recently, these boxes from Pokemon Center are coming out. This is the Tohoku box. I have some Hiroshima boxes on their way. Keep it safe. Now, when I first saw the 3-pack, I was thinking about pre-ordering. They had a couple of sites were pre-ordering, and they're $150 each. If you haven't seen lately, they've gone up to about what, 200 US, 300 US lately, and I think they're continuing to climb. I saw that there was a Facebook post, and I'll speak in Canadian dollarinos for a second. They were $400 for this one, $450 for the Hiroshima ones. Now, if you've seen the Hiroshima ones, that's probably the best one. It's the one with the shiny Gyarados and Pikachu riding the shiny Gyarados. It's absolutely really cool. All of this is a reverse holo. It's a reverse holo, some sleeves and some things like that. But it's a Pokemon exclusive. It's exclusive to the Pokemon Center, or Hiroshima, Tomoku. I forget the other one right now. But that's what I like. I have this desire to have these unique Pikachus that are promoting the Pokemon Center, Pokemon Centers. And I hope when we visit Japan next year, I'll be able to get to one or two Pokemon Centers. We will see. It's all about the allowed times that we have, and if things work out. But back to PokeRadar, he showed some really unique items, and I highly recommend you go check out his review. Now, he's not high production value. He's just sort of sitting around at his table showing his stuff, and he has this really unique things that very envious of. And they're not my thing. They're not something I would collect. I think he has a cell from one of the animated original animated cartoon cell from the series. Really cool collection piece. Not a TCG, but still really cool. And he has the TCG, the packs, the original packs that came out. He goes after the trophies that are awarded at the play center. But that's not what I go after. I go after these sort of, this is my thing. These particular promos inside here. I've been bidding on some of the more expensive ones, and I haven't won. So Pokemon still keeps going up. Now, what I want to talk to you about, if you're a collector, you're a person who picks up boosted boxes and rips them, and even if you grade the biggest card or you buy PSA 10s, I strongly recommend you to be careful about this time. Now, booster boxes are extremely expensive right now. And I'm not saying don't buy them. What I'm saying is that it's good to pick them up when they release. But if you're entering the hobby, or if you've been away for a while, be careful about going back and buying booster boxes. Or buying old products. They're good products. Love having them on my shelf. But it's mass produced. It's easy stuff. It's vanilla. Vanilla. Nothing wrong with vanilla. Everyone likes it. But if you're the kind of person who likes something different, something unique, I strongly encourage you to seek that out and slow down. I have some new customers and they're paying like $300 for Journey Together, or I think I'll be charging $269 Canadian for Mega Set. And that's a good price, but if you're going to open it, you're going to rip it, rip the other stuff. Rip the ETBs, rip the other booster bundles, 3-packs, sleeves. Keep the booster box, but don't restrict yourself to be just the sets, or just Sword and Shield, or just Scarlet and Violet, or just Mega Sets. It's fun to chase the new stuff, to have the new stuff, to rip the new stuff. But I really encourage you to look into what would make you, as a collector, happy. What would make you want to open your binder and look at it? What would make you want to open your hard case of slab holders and have a look-see? I strongly recommend you do that. Every once in a while, I will open my hard case. I don't even remember some of the slabs that I have. I do know that I've looked at my binders, I looked at my slabs. I don't really go back and look at master sets very often that I've done. So I found the things that I like. And most of them are related to memories, like ripping a particular card with my son, or opening a particular box, or picking it up. We have a PSA 10 Snorlax that we picked up. It was a tin. We were hoping that it was a team up tin. We were, the Snorlax eating the Eevee. It was a team up tin. We were hoping there was team up in it. It was not. We ripped the packs. It was in like Banana Games in Toronto. We ripped the packs there, left the bulk, took the cards. The only thing we got was, I think, a promo and an EX. And the promo did great at 10. Awesome. But that is a real like collection piece that I would never sell. I strongly urge you, and I know it's nice to be able to sell, it's nice to have liquidity, strongly urge you to look and only buy things that you would say to yourself, I'm never going to sell this. Because it sort of establishes, not that you need to go sell and liquidate your Pokemon, it sort of establishes that I want this more than the money. And that's good. I mean, even if you need the money later, those items that you pick up, the items that you're like, I love this card, I think this is wonderful, those are the sort of things that actually will go up in value over time. And even if it's, sure, if it's an EX card, that's not such a big deal, but these unique things, they tend to go up in value. They tend to be these unique stories that, to you, they're special as well, but to other people, these cards are unique. Think of the people who have the Mario and the Luigi Pikachus, or the Poncho Pikachus right now, or can't think of it, obviously the Van Gogh, but the other cards that are just like Special Delivery Charizard or Special Delivery Bidoof. Those cards, like, you got them through doing a certain thing. I highly recommend you look for cards, or you do the things that add memory to those cards. Pokemon does this all the time. They're excellent at it. They create these little challenges, these little things that you need to do, these hoops you need to jump for. Sometimes you just have to buy, but these hoops you need to jump through in order for you to get something. And honestly, those cards are the cards that go up in price for some reason. I don't know if people want them because they missed out, or want them because they weren't involved, or want them because theirs graded a 9 or an 8 or something like that. But I highly recommend you embrace the hobby in that manner. Look for things you love, but also try to slow down. Try to find the things that you like sit down for half an hour and relax doing. And those are the things that really can allow you to not feel like dejected by the hobby. Like, I spent so much money and got nothing. Do the things that, sort of give you the joy. And it's not all ripping packs or being on whatnot. That's entertainment, right? That's fun. It's popcorn, candy movies. But if you're into collecting, and if you want, even though you're not focused on value, if you want value to be associated, it should be your value. not what TCG Player shows you, and not what you see on eBay. You really should be thinking about what's valuable to me as I collect and trade cards. And obviously, the market is what establishes trade value, what establishes what things are worth. Completely, I have no objections to market and no objections to the increase in prices of things. But honestly, sometimes you'll find that these little things that are unique to you often are the things you'll get more joy out of over the long term. Now, let's talk quickly about the Canadian market. There have been reprints, and I think I'm currently waiting for my reprint delivery. There have been some Paldean Fates. I've been told tech stickers are back on the menu from a reprint perspective. I have not heard this about the United States market. I have not heard the Paldean Fates got reprinted. So who knows what's going on there. Obviously, Surging Sparks ETBs are on their way from the reprint of the ETBs. I still strongly suggest you go after the Surging Sparks that are going to be in the Costco bundles. Look for them. They haven't come out here in Nova Scotia yet. I don't think they've come out in Ontario yet, but you're seeing the United States with them, so definitely go after them. Strongly recommend you pick up anything that Costco's selling. Is usually they only get the best stuff. Even their calendar, the calendar had a Pokeball. I paid basically the same amount at distro, at allocation for the calendar that Costco was selling them. So Pokemon continues to eat the tariffs. They still want their MSRP to be low. So you see anything that you see on the shelves, I think Pokemon is still eating tariffs. And good news is the tariffs are gone as of the end of Mega, the first Mega set. Apparently Mega 2, there'll be no tariffs. Prices are going back to normal. I've been hearing that there's going to be a good amount of product. It's all signs point to more stabilization, but not for the old stuff. I think the old stuff is going to stay expensive. And when I say old, I mean Scarlet and Violet and Sword and Shield. It's going to stay expensive. Scarlet and Violet is not going to come down in price. There's going to be more packs. There's going to be reprints in like collection boxes. There's going to be booster bundles and things like that. But you're not going to see, I don't think you're going to see booster boxes come down. They're a collectible. They're almost like one and done these days. Other than that, I mean, Mega releases next week. It is in the waived format, which means I don't get everything at once. And it's made my life a little bit difficult because I really want to have some Mega for myself. But I might have to sell it all because I get so little on Wave 1. I get a little bit more on Wave 2. Maybe that's what I have to focus on, is that I can open when Wave 2 comes. Phantasmal Flames, I don't know much about that. From what I've heard from some of the other people about Canadian distribution is that they are getting a decent amount for stores. So I think Pokemon is definitely printing Phantasmal Flames as much as they can. So it's going to be good. It's going to be a good winter season. There's a lot of cool products coming. Packs are going to be cheaper. So you can do some ripping this winter. There'll be some ripping in store. And we're going to be buying as many collection boxes as we can and making our pack bundles. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember, collect. Everybody says this, and you got to do it in order to really understand it, is collect what you love. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. We will see you next time. Like and subscribe, all that baloney.